Welcome to the big house, Michigan Stadium. A staple of the college football environment. Color-coordinated schemes in the stands. A stripe out today. Students, alumni, all fans have band together to try to make life miserable for these visitors. It's the Washington Huskies and the Michigan Wolverines. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Thanks, guys. Checking in with the Huskies head coach. This is a crucial moment in their season. They've got to decide what type of team they are. They're finding ways to lose close games, and they've got to get their first win in conference play. Coach says it's crucial that they get off to a good start here today. He wants focus, communication, and more dominance and physicality at the line of scrimmage. I'll keep you posted on how they look down here from the field level to start the first quarter. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Howie. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Michigan's offense will get the football first. And we're looking forward to getting a look at this guy, Savion Hyder. He is a steady, reliable, consistent force in this attack.
And you got to love this guy's speed. And to me, David, that's the one thing that really separates him from most other running backs in college football. There are so many guys at this level that can make you miss, and they can get in the second level, they can run through tackles, catch the ball, block, all that stuff. This guy, though, has home run breakaway speed. If he gets past your second level, he's out.
And you see defenses take angles on him, and he just outruns them. Like, he's just got that extra gear that's different, that scares you. You can tell people are trying to play so fast to try to catch up. So, number one job for this defense, man, try to make him play in a phone booth, right? Like, don't let him get out in space and get matchups like on a linebacker. Not a good matchup from you. You will lose that one.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wide left, it's Peace. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple.
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Bryce Underwood from the gun on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense. Not giving up any big plays and forcing the 4th down.
It'll go out of bounds. Depends on where they spot it, but looks as if it'll be around the 45. So Washington's offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. And we've got a superb matchup to watch here, David. One of the best quarterbacks in the country. And how much will he be willing to challenge one of the best corners in the land?
Well, and it's going to be more interesting to me, Jesse, do they let him make a play? Like, does he choose to go after him and believe in his ability and believe in his matchups, or do they stay away from him? Because a lot of people stay away from him. He's that good.
Oh, it's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Well, the quarterback got it to his receiver quickly and gave him an opportunity to make a few moves after the catch, but he's got to do a better job with ball security that time. That is a costly fumble.
Working the ground game. Knocked down immediately.
Gotta love how this defense started the football game. They forced the punt on the first drive. First play now, come out, set the tone. Great run defense, forcing a negative play and putting their defense in a good spot.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. 3rd and 6 yards to go. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
And this offense coming out slow, man. It's kind of frustrating because you had that bye week last week. What do? You go back and self-scout, look at yourself. What can I do better? And then you come out in the first quarter and you're not playing great out the gates. They got to find themselves in a little rhythm, knock off some of that bye week rust.
And they'll stop him right there on the return. Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Last time they had it, they put it on the deck. The football was not riveted to their rib cage, Jesse.
I mean, 5 points of pressure moving forward, no doubt. And I'll tell you, they knew coming into this game that turnovers were going to be critical. They might give themselves a mulligan for that one, David, but that can't keep happening.
Yeah, but don't change who you are and what you are. Don't get gun-shy because of mistakes. I think that usually turns into more mistakes. So keep doing you, keep being aggressive.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Here's a give to Washington. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. Washington wants to go quickly. Williams from the gun on third down. Left side is Washington. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. And the Huskies will have it 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Throwing, Williams. Makes the grab, it's James. The Huskies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Williams will pass. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Snags it. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup.
Really nice looking pinpoint throw there. And when I think back to Husky QBs, you think about Warren Moon, you think about Mark Brunell, the Heward brothers, what about Jake Brown? All made really good decisions. This guy, he's got a lot of arm talent, but he's also very smart.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
What a tough-minded, hard-edged run. He gets it to the 24. Big noise in the big house for this huge third down play. Here's Williams. Fires to the tight end. He is stopped well short of the first down, but they are still in field goal range, assuming they send the kicker out there. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. It's good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. Stop right there. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They give it back to him. Got some green grass. Oh, he's got some space. The 30, the 20. Touchdown, Michigan. He got a step and just dusted the field. This defense not only searching for answers, they're still searching for that running back.
And searching for angles. My goodness, this dude, he runs so fast, he erases angles. People trying to catch him, they didn't realize how much burners he had. He kicked it in gear, and there was no getting it.
On the return, it's Clark. Couldn't find room for the big play. He'll be stopped after a short return. It's a coverage unit right on top of it. The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. A little bit of feeling each other out there, down 7-3 as they open this drive. Williams. Out wide right, it's Washington. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. Williams looking for a man. Looking long. Wide wide open. He makes the catch. Off to the races. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Huskies.
That's just such a great way to answer. Your defense just gives up a touchdown, no problem. Offense come out, see what the defense is in. The passing game makes the big play down the field and the immediate answer to get the momentum back in this football game.
From deep, it's Stewart. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. We've had some early scores. They get the ball back, trailing by a field goal, 10-7. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Right side, it's Marsh. Could not make his way to the corner. The Wolverines want to pick up the tempo.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
He'll take the deep shot. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. And that throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. These teams putting up some early points, and now they have it back up 10-7. Holds it, looking for a crease. Looks as if he'll work his way forward and get it up to about the 11-yard line.
And that's what I love about the QB run game in this offense is it just keeps these defenses off balance. We're going to see a lot of running backs doing their work between the tackles in this game as well. But you see how mixing in the quarterback run, too, it just keeps this defense so confused.
I love defenses that can mix it up between man and zone. And I love the vision right here by the quarterback. Seeing the quarterback the whole way. Breaking on the football when that hand separates from the other hand. Nice job getting the deflection. Nice vision by that quarterback.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
Trying to make one miss. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. So here comes the Michigan offense. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Keeps it on the ground. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. We've reached the break. It's Washington holding the lead. Let's take a look at the numbers through the first quarter. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. The give to the back. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Offense still out there, lining up quickly on fourth down. Fourth down, Underwood. Out wide right, it's Peace. And he's brought down, but he picks up the first down, and the gamble pays off. The definition of four-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere. Just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do. But maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about.
And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. Underwood. Right side, it's Marsh. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. And the Wolverines in the hurry-up. Handoff to the single running back. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. They'll try to snap it quickly. Churns into the pile. There's some room. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
Well, this defense has their hands full with him on this drive. And that DB, I'll tell you, he may have saved a touchdown with that tackle. When you've got speed like this running back has, if he gets in the second level.
Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. They marched 56 yards to the end zone, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Washington offense to start this possession. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Wide receiver comes in motion. Here's Williams to throw. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Long way to go on second down. Williams on the play fake. Gets rid of it. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be third down. Let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. Lined up in the gun, Williams on third down. He uncorks one deep. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Well, the defense comes away with the pick there with their nickel personnel. I think moving forward, if you're on offense, when you see that personnel on the field, you want to run the ball against it because you got smaller guys out there. Or if you're going to throw, think about quick screens outside when you have tight ends flexed on the perimeter, bigger bodies blocking smaller guys.
Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Motion from the wideout. Throwing, Underwood. Escapes the pressure going right. He's going to take off. Keeps it and gets the first down. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup. Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24, first down. Trying to establish the run. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. The Wolverines want to move quickly. They'll run him again. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Right at the line. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
And that's a nice third down conversion for this offense. And I tell you what, the struggle for this offense has been stringing those first downs together. They're not in the top 50 in college football in first downs. They'll get one and then they kind of stall. Let's see if they can put...
His huge game continues. Third time he's gotten hit in this one, and numbers 11, 12, and 13 on the season. And he splits the uprights on the extra point. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's go to the sideline in Holly Rowe.
Guys, checking in from the Washington sideline. There is a lot of conversation happening about better communication. This crowd is making it so difficult, already creating several turnovers early in this game. The defense is feeding off it, the crowd is feeding off it, and they've got their backs against the wall in a hostile environment. They've got to clean it up here to keep alive in this game. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
They'll ride him again. He'll move it ahead and a good productive play on the ground. More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge third down here in the big house. Plows his way ahead. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. Washington sends out the punt team. This will be his second time they've had to kick it away. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. Let's go down to the sideline in Holly Rowe.
Guys, here on the Michigan sideline, there is so much energy down here on the sideline. This running back has been on fire. They expected a big performance from him today, and he has delivered, just going over 100 yards already in this game. I expect them to continue to feed him the ball. I'll keep you posted from down here on the sidelines. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. 2nd down coming up. Here's Underwood to throw. They're working that left side. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. And the Wolverines peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Got his man. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. The Wolverines headed quickly to the line. They're going to run it. Still running at the 35. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. And the Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Play action with Underwood. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Pulls it on the option. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4. 3rd and long right here. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Unloads to the right. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Smashes it between the uprights. And that will extend their lead even further.
And I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this 1st half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy, but a nice stop here.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. They'll start on the ground with Washington. Didn't get a whole lot of room to run. He picked up 1 or 2. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Now over to your game inside the big house. What a first half for that superstar back. He's already over 100 yards today, and he's done it with tough physical running, but also elusive speed. And that combination has his team 2 quarters away from a nice win. With that said,
he'll put total leather and get this second half started. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. What did they talk about at halftime, Holly?
Washington's head coach told me coming out of the locker room, they are so frustrated with how they're performing right now. The third quarter has got to be a major turnaround for his team. He said, we've been composed all season, but right now we are not playing our brand of football. Ball security, communication, all been an issue in this hostile environment. He said the change has to happen right now. I'll let you know if they're able to turn things around down here on the sidelines. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Williams fires to the wideout. It's caught. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly. Washington right back to the line.
You know, that's a great job by the receiver on that curl route. There's a lot of receivers that finish the route and they just stop. And that allows the DB to close the gap and then knock the ball away. Nice job by that receiver continuing to come back to his QB.
Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. It's Williams again. And his throw is incomplete.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly, and that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
Third down from the gun, Williams. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions, but sees zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. Now a 2-possession game at 24-13.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. I know they've put up really good numbers on offense, but David, they're starting to feel a little game pressure right now.
Exactly. That scoreboard's starting to get a little bit tighter, cutting into that lead. Now, you know every possession matters, Palmer. A little pressure for this offense.
Yeah, and so you can't get tight, right? The best players on this offense now need to step up, and they need to start making plays. You got to identify where those one-on-ones are.
Underwood. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the third down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out.
Off to the races to the right. He's inside the 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Wolverine. Once he got some room, it was over. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
And this offense picks up right where it left off. Scoring points, creating a big play. First drive of the second half, no problem. Don't worry about halftime adjustments. Just keep doing what you've been doing.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you've just simply got to make them.
Washington wants to go quickly.
And, man, you got to love that from your corner. Willing to pull the trigger right away. Obviously, the running back slips out of the backfield. They throw him the football, but he doesn't waste any time. He doesn't hesitate, pulls the trigger, runs at him, makes the nice tackle, and gets the stop.
Throwing, Williams. He's got it. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Motion from the wide receiver. Williams from the gun on third down. Out wide right, it's Miller. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
On target. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They'll send the back in motion. Williams. Out wide left, it's Miller. Bounced out of bounds at the 43-yard line. Washington has a lot of things working, set up with another first down.
You coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. They'll send the tight end in motion. Williams to the air again. He's got him in the flat. Cross down. They'll have to push the ball down the field here on third and long. Williams will pass. Here comes the heat. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Kick is in the air. And that punt will sail out of bounds. Let's see where the official spot it. The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. From the gun. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Nice play by the defense, but now is a time they've got to be more consistent. They allowed this running back to go off in that first half, and moving forward now, they've got to try and take this running back away.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing, Underwood. Finds his man. On the move at the 30. He's loose. He's at the 40. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. That last big play has them in business. Just outside the red zone, it's 1st and 10. They go play action, Bryce Underwood. Caught. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Maybe got some room, headed to the goal
himself a dang young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And they tacked on the extra point. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Just watching the clock run out on this one, and we can turn our attention to what's in store for next week here in the midpoint of the season. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Here's a give to Washington. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the 1st down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Here's Williams to throw. Back's got it on the screen. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the 1st down.
Quickly out to the tight end. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains.
Man, these plays are really, really simple and really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback.
Williams looking for a man. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, they take a shot down the field. It's another incompletion. It's really been that kind of story. This defense has made this guy earn it every single play. Really small windows to throw into. 1 touchdown pass. That's a little bit surprising. You thought maybe they'd have more in this game.
Makes the grab. No chance to run, but still a good gain.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. 3rd down is coming. Now a little bit farther to go after the penalty. They'll move the wide receiver. Lined up in the gun, Williams on 3rd down. Pulls it in. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal. Got stopped on 1st down. They'll try it again from the 2. They'll try to run it with Washington. Nowhere to go.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
Third down from the gun, Williams. He's knocked down short gain, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry.
A fourth quarter field goal down by this much adds a lot like putting a lipstick on the proverbial pig.
Touchdown, Huskies! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
When you get down here in the red zone, when you get close to the end zone and you get goal-to-go situations, you've got to be physical, and I love teams that can run the football. They run the football, hand it to the running back. He does the rest, puts it in the end zone.
They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Well, trailing by as much as they are here in the fourth quarter, no big surprise. They're going to go onside kick, and obviously their opponent was ready for it. They hop on the football, and they're going to ice this game, it looks like.
They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Got the first down. He's stopped, and he's got enough to move the chain.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game. Running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter.
Other schools around the country. Slippery Rock 49. Seton Hill University 7.
Inside the 30 at the 29, it's a first down. Might as well give it to him again. Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Second and long here. Left side is Mark. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range.
Well, you got to give this defense credit. They have hemmed him in all game. There has been nothing for this guy running the ball, whether it's been designed QB runs or on scrambles, and a nice job there with great effort. Taking the angles away, they're able to hone in on him and get him down for a massive loss on that sack.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Makes a catch. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Williams. Here's a throw downfield late. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
Man, you got to like these last two plays by this offense. You understand, you're in a deficit. You've got to score multiple times to get back in this football game. Nice job pushing the ball down the field, making explosive plays. They're going to need more of it, and they're going to need it fast.
Touchdown, Washington. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Time is against them, still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick.
And you're just waiting for that right bounce, that right skip for that ball to get 10 yards to try to make something happen and make a miracle come to fruition. And Palmer, it's not going to happen. The defense's hands team, they were ready, they were dialing, and they get the football back.
Yeah, they fall on that one, David, and they can breathe a little bit easier now. But let's be honest, I mean, in college football, we've seen crazier things happen in these types of situations. The ball takes a crazy bounce. There's always a chance. You got to give the receiving team there a lot of credit. The hands team gets it done, and they win the game.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Rides to the back. There he goes! And he's tackled, stopped at the 14. They'll move the chains. They've got a first down in the red zone. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. Tough run here. It's Marshall. Defense all over it. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play.
Timeout, Washington.
And after this play, the cake will be baked. From the gun, running back gets the gift. Might have a chance. Timeout is called with just a single second left. And while this game is all but decided, the offense's job is to score. So they might try to score again. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship, but you wouldn't know that watching this winning team, David. Tremendous effort and tremendous execution.
I love competitive people. I love competitive coaches. I love competitive teams that they know that their job is to go out and get a W no matter where you play. You want to play in the parking lot? We'll go meet you. Great job by this team being ready, getting the W.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.